We're here at the Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio. I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
And welcome to what should be an exciting matchup between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Detroit Red Wings.
This isn't a great matchup for these guys. Now, they're a physical team that plays an aggressive brand of hockey, but that can lead them into penalties.
And they're up against one of the least penalized teams in the league.
Jim, their special teams will need to come up big.
Now we're ready to drop the puck for the opening faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Red Wings take possession. Cuts in front. Denis makes the save to Rick Nash. Viborny passes it across two lines and play is stopped. This guy doesn't give shooters much when he goes down, does he?
No, he gets awful big in goal. He can still be beat, but it has to be a perfect shot. That's the challenge against him.
Red Wings get another draw. Quickly steered aside by Denis. Here's Todd Marchand. He brings it to center. They're into the attacking zone. To Berard. One-timer! Scores! What a quick start.
This guy's definitely a playmaker. He's got crisp passing and tremendous hockey sense. What a great decision maker he is on the ice.
Detroit is facing an early setback.
The pace of this game has to be a surprise for them. Need to make some quick adjustments.
By number 9,
over to Svitov.
Assisted by number 61.
It's 1-0 here early in the first for Columbus.
By number 4, Brian Berard.
Passed ahead to Svitov. Now he brings it to center. Here comes Zherdev. He passes it to Lang. And he brings it over the line. Rips it! Saved by Denis. And he hangs on to the puck. Denis did a great job of keeping that blast off the scoreboard.
Jim, it's like he knew in advance where it was going to go.
The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here's Nick Lidstrom. Here's Matthew Schneider. Looking, quick shot. Denis turned him away. To Marchand. And he'll start out of his own zone to center. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Shoots! He scores! That's a couple of goals tonight.
Viborny has opened a lot of eyes since breaking into the NHL in 2000. He's an agile skater who makes sound decisions with the puck, and that's why he's been able to contribute to his team.
The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Shelley to right.
Assisted by number 61.
Now it's passed to Suchi. He steals the pass.
26, Todd Marchand.
The play is blown down because of the two-line offside pass. Denis is a phenomenal talent. He makes saves he has no business making.
Ask any shooter in the league and they'll tell you, he's one of the toughest to beat night in and night out.
The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. Here's David Viborny, a huge reason why he... shot! Phenomenal save by Legacy! To Nash, and another shot! Huge save by Legacy! He passes the puck to Marchand. Now quick up to Nash. Post! To Todd Marchand. Legacy gets a leg on it. To Whitney. And he carries it to center ice. Here comes Chris Draper. He passes it to Berard. To Nash. Midway through the first, and it's 2-0 for Columbus. To Berard. Shoots the puck. Woolley to Robert Lang. To Draper. The shots are 8-5 for Columbus. From behind the net. To Berard. The Blue Jackets have possession and start out of their own zone. One-timed it! Here's Robert Lang, who's got one shot on net so far tonight. It's 2-on-1! One-timer! That's blocked and didn't get through. Here comes Nash. Wrap around! Blocked to Leclerc. Now he carries it to center ice. He carries it into the attacking zone. To Shanahan. Denis makes an awesome save. He passes it to Letowski. Legacy turns it aside. Detroit takes possession. He has his pocket picked. Detroit trails by a pair of goals late in the first. Here comes Nick Lidstrom. He passes the puck to Letowski, and he's over the line and on the attack. That's blocked by the defender. Here's Pavel Zatsuri. The Red Wings have possession and start out of their own zone. They're in over the blue line on the attack. Fires from the right, and he covers up for the faceoff. That was an exciting save. He was able to get both pads up to stop the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Detroit. There goes the horn as the period comes to an end. 2-0 the score as we head to the break. Columbus jumped out with a quick pair early in the hockey game.
Well, it was a great start, but I guarantee they won't be sitting on a 2-goal lead here in the second.
Passed over to Leclerc. Here comes Shanahan. Denis freezes the puck. We're ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. Here's David Viborny. He's a huge reason his team's having such a good game. We've got a couple of players ready to go now.
This one should be a big-time tilt.
Victorious in the fight, but his team still trails in the game.
Yeah, but Jim, you saw everyone on the bench getting into it during the fight. Maybe this will get them going here.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. Over center. Hey, that's a great deke. He's only got one to beat.
Detroit penalty to number 14,
To Rick Nash.
Brendan Shanahan.
And it's over the blue line on the attack. Behind the net. Turned over. To Berard. The shots are 13-7 for Columbus. Here's Rick Nash. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet. How did he see that one?
Yeah, that was a blur, but somehow he got in the way.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Blue Jackets. He intercepts the pass. Now he carries it to center ice. To Lang. Denis turned it away. He passes the puck to Holzing. The shots are 13-8 for Columbus. There's a quick shot. It's taken by Woolley. To Ray Whitney. And completely shut down. Westcott. McLean. And out he comes. Now he gains the blue line into the attack. Oh, close! To Chris Draper, the NHL's top defensive forward in 04. In behind. And Denis makes a nice save. He hangs on to the puck. Denis wasn't getting beat that time.
He's definitely playing with some confidence.
About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Datsuk. Here's Matthew Schneider. The shots are 14-11 for Columbus. Along the boards, here's Rick Nash. Lots of shots, but no results so far. Columbus will get a chance to move up. Over to Marchand. The legacy turned him away. Up the boards, here's Rick Nash, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. He passes it to Marchand. The shots are 16-11 for Columbus. Here's David Vaborny. He's scored twice and he wants all the hats to come over the glass. He shoots! Denis reached out for the puck. Denis does a good job stopping the shot.
A wrist shot is more accurate than a slap shot. You don't need much space to put them in.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings. One-timed it! It's jumped on by Suchi. Out comes Nikolai Gervais, and he moves it into the attacking zone. And it's touched for icing. The Blue Jackets are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
Red Wings get another draw. Detroit trails by a pair here late in the second. Up to Holmstrom. Now it's passed to Wilson. McLean. Now he's into the attacking zone. To Holzer. Oh, he hit the post! Legacy hangs on for the whistle. The action's about to start. Marchand won the draw to Adam Foote. It's 2-0 late in the second for Columbus. Here comes Ray Whitney. He has his pocket picked. He passes it rink wide to Vaborny. Now it's passed to Nash. One-time shot. He scores, and they're running away with this one late in the second.
High-profile players are expected to contribute to their teams offensively. That's why this guy is a big-time star in this league.
It's a big cushion they've built here, Craig.
Yeah, it is. I think they could pretty much take this one home the way they're playing.
Scored by number 26, Todd Marchand, assisted by number 61, Rick
Taken by Gervais.
and by
Filatowski.
number 9, David Vaborny.
And that wraps up the period. It's 3-0 after 40 minutes of play as we head into the break. Columbus is up 3-0, and it's time for the third period. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Marchand wins the faceoff. These two teams don't like each other, so I thought we might see a fight or two.
And these guys are definitely ready to rock and roll.
He lost the fight, but his team is still winning the game.
Well, even though he didn't win the scrap, he showed that he won't back down from anything.
The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to the Red Wings at center.
He deked right past him.
Major for
One-timed it. Here's Thomas Holmstrom.
Brendan Shanahan, a 5-minute
Blocked in front of the net.
fighting.
Intercepted to Vaborny. Here's top shot. Legacy makes the tremendous save. Here comes Matthew Schneider. He had his pocket picked. Outstart the Blue Jackets. Here comes Vaborny. Quick shot. Great save by Legacy to Leclerc. The shot total is 19-14 for Columbus. One-timed it. Here's David Vaborny. who got off to a good start with the game's first goal. Quick shot, pushed aside by Legacy. Up shot, Legacy made the gigantic save. To Holmstrom, and he carries the puck into the zone. McLean over center. McLean dumped it. Woolley. Shots on goal are 21-15 for Columbus. Passed ahead to Draper. Now he carries the puck to center. He's in over the blue line on the attack. That's not a difficult save for Mark Denis. Puck found by Whitney. He turned it over. Columbus will start the breakout. They're in over the blue line on the attack. One time to bump aside the net. Ahead to Whitney. One-timed it. Here's Doobie Westcott. He passes the puck to Holzinger. It's 3-0 here midway through the third for Columbus. Over to Wilson. McLean, he has his pocket picked. Here's Robert Lang. Lots of shots, but no results so far. Fires one right on. Here's Luke Richardson to Wilson. And he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Now he's into the attacking zone. To Maltby, and he carries it to center. Shoots the puck from deep in the slot. Puck taken by Klesla. And another stop. Turned over to Schneider. The shots are 22-20 for Columbus. McLean shoots the puck from the slot. Puck corralled by Lidstrom. He passes it to Maltby. It's 3-0 here late in the third for Columbus. Over to Thomas. Quick shot from the slot. The Blue Jackets grab the puck. Here's David Viborny, who started the scoring tonight with the first goal of the game. He shoots it. Hit the man in front of the net. Passed ahead to Maltby. Now a pass up to Marchand. Here comes Nash. Legacy covers up. Legacy stood tall on that one.
That was a booming slap shot, but he stopped them cold.
The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Yzerman. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the third. Stone cold by Denis. In the corner. Oop, post. To Yzerman. And another shot. Great save by Denis. That was a tough save.
Well, the problem with the backhand is you're not expecting it, so you have to move fast.
We're ready for the face-off. Backhand shot. Denis gets the blocker on it. Found by Klesla to Zherdev, and he brings it to center. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. To Svitov, stoned by Legacy. Woolley to Lang. Under a minute to go in the third. To Whitney. Denis the save to Latowski. To Draper. He carries it to center. They move into the attacking zone. One-timer right on. Quick up to Svitov. Now he moves the puck into the neutral zone. He passes the puck to Suchi. He picked it off to Robert Lang. It's moved out to center ice. With speed into the attacking zone, he has his pocket picked. Down to the final seconds of the third. That's it. This one's over. The Red Wings lost this game. The final score, 3-0.
Columbus number 30, Mark Denis. Tonight's second star for Columbus, number 61, Rick Nash. And tonight's first star, Columbus number 9, David Viborny.
From Columbus, Ohio, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.